So basically, a semicolon is the same exact thing as a what? A semicolon is the same exact thing as a period. So I want us to explore two scenarios whereby semicolons would be okay to use. We've already talked about this first one several times, so I hope this looks familiar. You can use a semicolon between two independent sentences, two independent clauses, two independent thoughts, however you want to phrase it. As long as you have two independent clauses, you can use a semicolon between them. Now, the one thing that I want to add to this is you want to use a semicolon between two independent clauses, especially when the two parts, two sentences are related. An example, Sylvia drove 3 miles. That's a complete thought. Subject, verb, and a full idea. Paul drove 4 miles. Again, subject and verb, complete thought. These two sentences are related because they're both talking about miles. Anytime you have two independent clauses and they're related, a semicolon is best to separate them, or rather combine them. Now, the second example here says, Tasha needed to get gasoline. She stopped at the gas station. Again, full sentence, Tasha needed to get gasoline. She stopped at the station. Those are both complete sentences, and they are related because where do you get gasoline? At the gas station. So a semicolon would be perfect for those two. Now that brings us to the second use of a semicolon, and that's between conjunctive adverbs. Conjunctive adverbs are words like however and moreover and so on and so forth. And again, remember, the objective for this course is not to learn these fancy definitions. Just know what the conjunctive adverbs are and what they look like in use. So let's just look at a couple of examples here. Example 1, Sylvia drove 3 miles. Semicolon, however, Paul drove 4. So again, notice this is basically the same sentence here. We're just making it sound fancier. You're adding a conjunctive adverb, however, and right before that, you need a semicolon. So you need to have a semicolon before a conjunctive adverb. Also notice, we still kept the comma that we talked about after a transition word. So after however, we need a comma there. All right, second example. Tasha needed to get gasoline. Therefore, she stopped at the station. Again, before the conjunctive adverb, we have a semicolon.